Okay, bros. We are here for your weekly NXT Fix, featuring the ever so popular Bro Ratings. Now, here's your host.
Okay, bros! I'm your host, Jimmy the Gibson, and we are here for another episode of your weekly NXT Fix. And because it's Thursdays, we are wearing yellow, and we are representing more hot dogs in the new year. So before we get things started, let's enjoy this tasty Sprite Zero. Nice. NXT this week kicked off with another first round matchup from the Dusty Cup. That's right, the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Tournament. Love this every time this tournament rolls around each year. This match featured Kushida teaming up with Leon Ruff to go against The Way. That's right, Johnny Gargano and Austin Theory. What a great opening match between these four. I mean, every guy was putting their all into this match. Kushida doing his trademark stuff. I mean, this guy, Kushida's getting better and better each week. Gargano's hitting some sweet super kicks. Ruff is diving off the ropes to the outside. Theory's hitting big power moves. It's everything you could want. And then Kushida pins Johnny Gargano clean for the 1, 2, 3 with some sort of like suplex into a bridge, holding Gargano's arms down. I mean, it looked brutal. Fantastic stuff there. And this opening match is going to get a 8.1 on the Bro Ratings. Moving on, we had our second match of the evening. Ashante, the Adonis versus TikTok. Karrion Kross. Now, keep in mind, every time Karrion Kross wrestles, the Bro Rating gets a couple extra bonus points for his awesome entrance. Scarlet Bordeaux, him appearing, just looking crazy. With that being said, bros, this was not good. I mean, look, when Kross made his debut, fine. Squash matches to begin his NXT, introduce him to the audience. And maybe even one when he came back from injury. But now, come on, is he going to go for the NXT Championship? Or is he just going to squash all like the up-and-coming guys? Ashante the Adonis got nothing in. Kross's moves were awesome. He looks awesome. He is big, muscular. He is badass. But this was not good. We need to put him up against Bronson Reed. You need to put him up against Ciampa again. You need to put him up against Undisputed Era. Some of those guys before he goes after the title for Balor. Or at least one or two of those guys. Come on, NXT. So with that being said, we're going to give that one a 6.6 on the Bro Rating. Moving on, we have another first round match from the Dusty Cup. And this time it was featuring Lucha House Party versus Imperium. That's right, we're talking Lince Dorado and Gran Metalik versus Fabian Eichner and Marcel Bartel. And this match was fantastic. The tag team matches this evening were great. I mean, Lucha House Party, so good in NXT. I'm praying that they either stay in NXT or they let these guys really shine on Raw or SmackDown, wherever they are. I believe currently it's on Raw. I mean, Gran Metalik is doing moves on the ropes and high-flying stuff I've never seen before, and he is just hitting them flawlessly, effortlessly. And then Lince Dorado hits a shooting star press for the win, 1, 2, 3. I mean, this technically was an upset in the Dusty Cup. I think, you got to go with Imperium, former tag team champs, but Lucha House Party advancing. And boy, do we want to see that matchup of MSK versus Lucha House Party in this tournament or what? So, fantastic match here. With that being said, bros, we're going to give this one an 8.4 on the bro ratings. Now, at the end of this match, though, keep in mind, Imperium looked to the entrance ramp, and it was none other than Alexander Wolf. And he puts his hands behind his back, and they all do the Imperium thing. Is Alexander Wolf coming to NXT? Or are Imperium, Marcel Bartel and Fabian Eichner, going back overseas to NXT UK? Or is Walter going to arrive at some point in time this year in NXT? Who knows? Stay tuned. All I can say is Alexander Wolf in NXT, I'd be okay with that. That would be awesome. He was great in Sanity. So, then we had the official weigh-in for the Fight Pit. I really like this. It's kind of like a MMA type feel. Ciampa weighed in at 201 pounds, and Timothy Thatcher weighed in at 225, and they're kind of getting ready to go at it, and William Regal's like, save it for later, save it for the Fight Pit. I mean, it's good stuff there. Our next match was more tag team action, and this time, for the first time in history, the Women's Dusty Rhodes Classic Tag Team Tournament. We have 8 teams of women, including some new NXT women that they just signed recently from, top competitors on the independent scene. Look out for some of these in weeks to come. So tonight's matchup was Kacy Catanzaro and Kayden Carter versus Mercedes Martinez and Toni Storm. And the whole time you're like, Mercedes and Toni are just going to dominate these two. I mean, Kacy's tiny. Kayden's, she's tiny. They're both about the same height. They're both like maybe under 5 foot. But Io Shirai returns, takes out Mercedes. Toni Storm is left to fend for herself. And Kayden Carter knocks Toni down. Kacy Catanzaro did like a triple flip corkscrew thing, senton. I mean, the move was crazy. It was outstanding. They get the 1, 2, 3. Huge upset. I mean, no one saw this upset coming. I mean, all the bros that we watched along with this tonight, none of us called it. And no one out there in the world even called this kind of upset. Kacy Catanzaro and Kayden Carter defeat Mercedes Martinez and Toni Storm. Wow! No one made that call. I mean, this was the shocking upset that a tag team tournament needed all along. So with that being said, bros, we're going to give that one a 7.9 on the bro ratings. Now, for your 1 minute figure review. Okay, bros, we're here for your 1 minute figure review. This week featuring Tomasso Ciampa. That's right. Elite Series 69 Tomasso Ciampa comes equipped with crutch, knee brace, extra set of hands, and really cool cloth camo pants. I mean, let's zoom in a little bit here. They nailed this figure. I mean, look at the detail. You got the painted on chest hair, the beard. Good stuff. Tomasso Ciampa will be competing in the Fight Pit this evening. Good stuff here from the Elite line. Tomasso Ciampa. Great figure. Now, what I really want to know about is this HWF thing. Guys, if anybody has any leads, please comment below, tweet me, email me, whatever you got to do. Please give me some feedback here. My research team has found out that the HWF originated in New Jersey. So maybe over these coming weeks we can find out a little more about this thing that Jimmy Babyface calls the HWF. So who knows? Who knows where this is going to take us? Back to you. I mean, me. It's always back to me. You get it. And we're back. NXT returns with the Prince telling William Regal he wants Pete Dunne, And if need be, he's going to take out 1-2 first. So that he's going after Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch. What's going to happen there, bros? Next contest was Tyler Rust with his manager, Malcolm Bivens, versus Bronson Reed. And Bronson Reed obviously sporting his, world-famous lizard around his neck, which was like, what does it mean? Is this like, I don't know, is it an alligator? Is it a Komodo dragon? Who knows? Don't really care for it, though. And what else I don't care for is this match. Tyler Rust, new signee to NXT, young up-and-coming competitor. Bronson Reed just coming off of an injury. I understand Bronson Reed is got to go out there and just crush people, literally. I was just hoping for a little more out of Tyler Rust in this match, but Tyler Rust is new, so I don't know. I wasn't a fan. I want to see Bronson Reed versus Karrion Kross. I want to see that match. Or give us Bronson Reed versus Dexter Lumis. I mean, NXT has a plethora of talent. So, Bronson Reed hits the tsunami splash, gets the 1-2-3 over Tyler Rust. We're going to give that one a 6.7 on the bro ratings. Now, it was going to be probably a 6.8, but that lizard thing, that just deducted. Moving on, we had Finn Balor needs a tag team partner, and there's a couple people around here in NXT that owe him a favor. So, who does he go see? None other than the Undisputed Era. And Undisputed Era say, look what the cat dragged in. He goes, I'm here to collect a favor. And I need a tag team partner to take on 1-2 next week. And I want you, Kyle. And Kyle accepts. Kyle O'Reilly, Finn Balor versus 1-2 next week. Should be good stuff there. Then we had Santos Escobar, Legado del Phantasma, talking about how, in the ring, keep in mind, in the ring, talking about how great they are. And Escobar even says how great of a champion he is. And he defends it all the time successfully. Unlike former champion Karrion Kross. And as soon as I heard that, I was like, wait, what? Santos Escobar is calling out Karrion Kross? What is he, nuts? Does he have some sort of death wish? I mean, clearly, you call out Karrion Kross, you're going to get tick-tock. I mean, wow. And, okay, saying Karrion Kross can't even defend his title, I mean, not a good move, Santos Escobar. Then he starts talking about Grand Metalik, Lince Dorado, Lucha House Party. They come out, they start brawling, and who makes a save? None other than Kurt Stallion. Kurt Stallion takes everybody out, and we find out Kurt Stallion makes the save, and he will be the number one contender for the NXT Cruiserweight Championship. And Santos Escobar challenges him next week. Good stuff there. We're going to give this segment, though, a 6.5 on the bro ratings. Not necessary to do in the ring. This could have been done backstage. Moving on, we have our main event of the evening, the Fight Pit, featuring Timothy Thatcher versus Tomasso Ciampa. And this match has been brewing for weeks, maybe months now. Ciampa and Thatcher had a great match at last TakeOver. This match was originally supposed to be on New Year's Evil. Some sort of injury prevented it, but it main evented this show this evening. And it was great. I mean, the big fight feel to this, the dark lights, the MMA cage with the platform on the top was so cool. Only thing I would have maybe preferred is that they didn't start on the platform, because it was platform in the pit, and that was it. I was hoping maybe introduce them on the platform, have them square off in the pit, and then maybe go up on the platform a little. That was my only criticism here, but it was brutal. Stiff shots. I mean, Ciampa's ramming Thatcher's head into the cage. Thatcher's bending Ciampa's arm in the cage. Submission moves, DDT. At one point in time, they used the referee. Yeah, that's right. Super Tan referee. They used him as a fulcrum when Ciampa DDT'd Thatcher in the fight pit. It was good stuff, but in the end, Thatcher got Ciampa's legs stuck in the cage and did some sort of crossbow butterfly type submission. I forget what they called it. And Ciampa had to tap out. Your winner, Timothy Thatcher, in the fight pit, 2-0. Now, bros, I preferred the original fight pit of Matt Riddle versus Timothy Thatcher, but beggars can't be choosers. This was a fight pit, and this was badass. So we're going to give that one an 8.3 on the bro rating. So wait, that means your match of the night is not the fight pit. Your match of the night is the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic match, Lucha House Party versus Imperium. Bravo, well done there. Now, we had 7 matches or in-ring segments, giving us an average of 7.50. 7.50. Pretty successful night. I mean, I think you can tell by the ratings. And we had 4 great matches. And we had 2 not-so-great matches and 1 not-so-great in-ring segment. So, overall, more good than bad on NXT tonight. 7.5 on an average rating is good stuff. Let's give you some predictions for next week. NXT Fix. We have, obviously, some more Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic matchups. Round 2, we're going to see grizzled young veterans versus Kushida and Leon Ruff. My prediction, your winner will be the grizzled young veterans. Perhaps some interference by Johnny Gargano and The Way. We're also going to see MSK newcomers to NXT versus Drake Maverick and Killian Dane. Your winners, MSK. You heard it here first, folks. They are going to at least the finals of this Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, making an instant impact in NXT. Now, we also have the big match of next week. Finn Balor, Kyle O'Reilly versus 1E2E. I think we all know what's going to happen there. Balor, Kyle O'Reilly should win easily. And for the Cruiserweight Championship, Santos Escobar defending against Kurt Stallion, your winner. And new NXT Cruiserweight Champion will be Kurt Stallion next week on NXT. And you know why? Because Karrion Kross is pissed. He's going to come out and he's going to wreck Santos Escobar. My only hope is that it doesn't cause a DQ finish. So, thank you so much for watching. I'm your host, Jimmy the Gibson. Please like, share, subscribe, comment below, and we will see you next week for some NXT Fix and more. Dusty Rhodes. Later, bros.